Hey cutie, I'm doing this video today in lieu of my yoga video that I do with the new moon and the full moon on YouTube. We have a new moon in Libra, so I was just going to talk about the energies, and then I was going to talk about the energies that are being ushered in starting tomorrow. If you do enjoy the yoga videos, I do apologize, and I will have one up again next week. It won't be a moon related one, but it'll be a goddess related one. And if I'm talking too slowly, feel free to hold your finger on the screen and I'll speed right up. Okay, let's get into this. Libra is an air sign and they are ruled by the planet Venus. So Venus, if you know your mythology at all, she's a Roman goddess of love and beauty and very relationship centered kind of vibe. Libra also rules the heart chakra. So this energy center right here. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Libra's shadow side. Now, I'm not doing this because I don't like Libra. I love Libras. I'm doing this because the moon is dark right now. So we're going to talk about the darkness. So you may or may not know that Libras can struggle with making decisions. It can be to a fault almost, like they almost, it's like analysis paralysis in a way. Like they want to make sure, number one, that they're making the right decision, but not just for themselves. They want to make sure everybody is happy. And that can lead to, sometimes it can lead to resentment, because if you're saying yes when you really mean no, or if you're making decisions based on what someone else wants or thinks you should do, rather than listening to what your heart wants or your soul wants, in the end, sometimes it can lead to feelings of like martyrdom, and resentment, of course, like I said. So Libras are a very aesthetic sign. They love beauty, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It can only become a problem when it leads to vanity, right? When the sole focus is how you look and there is no character development. I think we all know, maybe have met someone in our lifetime, or at least know of someone who is like that, just super beautiful, but maybe lacks any sort of sustenance. So that can be another shadow aspect. Now, these are just generalized characteristics and traits of the sign of Libra, okay? I'm not here offering psychotherapy advice. I'm not telling you this is who you are. It's not like that, all right? And a lot of times you might fully resonate with certain things and you may not, and that's how it's meant to be. We all, actually, all of us have 12 signs in our natal charts. All of us have Libra in our chart. Okay, some of us have a sun in Libra, or our moon in Libra, or our rising sign in Libra. I don't think I have any placements in Libra. But, okay, I know that the new moon still affects me to a degree because it's an energy. We're all energy. We're mostly water, and we're all one energetic field. So let's keep going. With this new moon, I suggested working with the goddess Aphrodite. So she's the Greek goddess, sort of kind of like Venus, but more sensual, still love, heart related kind of vibe. But I don't know, there was something there. I think I just felt like heart chakra and Libra, and then that beauty piece really standing out to me. So I was like, I think Aphrodite is the one we'll work with this new moon. And tonight, so in addition to doing the witchy homemaker hacks, I do recommend doing that, especially with what's on its way. But tonight, if you can find some time to maybe take a bath, you can keep this so simple. Just have a bath with some sea salt and maybe rose quartz or rose petals in your bath, or light some candles. Even if you shower, light some candles, romanticize it. Just find something, some way to romanticize your evening. I personally, I bought the book Wuthering Heights, and I'm actually gonna cuddle up in my bed and read later. I'm so excited. It's raining out and I love it. So, you can find ways to bring some beauty in to your space, into your evening ritual, whatever it is for you. Okay. And I also want to just throw this out there as a if you want kind of thing. I think all of us at some point in our lives have said yes to something when we really meant no. I think all of us have a tendency to shame spiral when we perceive what we've done as being so flawed or irredeemable or shameful or broken, right? So what I'm going to suggest for you this evening, if this resonates, okay, do what you want with it, is to write out that story. Maybe it is what I said about saying yes when you really meant no. It could be something totally unrelated. And asking Aphrodite, I know it might feel a little weird, but she's just an energy, okay? Asking Aphrodite to help you find beauty in your situation. Find beauty in the experience of what happened. Keeping in mind, the answer may not come right away, all right? It may show up in little aha moments, and it may show up with what's on its way. So starting tomorrow, Neptune has been in retrograde since the 4th of July, and it's moving now into the sign of Pisces. So it's still retrograde, now moving into Pisces. Tomorrow, we're also transitioning sun-wise into Scorpio. So we've got Scorpio, which is a pretty intense sign, very feeling sign. And then we also have this Pisces energy as well. That's like, it's like an internal recalibration going on. Okay, think healing. This is a very intense time of healing if you want it. You don't have to do any of this stuff. So just know that this is an opportunity for you. These energies are opportunities for us to heal. All right, that's all it is. Because also, I just want to mention that November 9th, we are going to have the last retrograde of 2025, Mercury retrograde of 2025. So that will also mostly be in the sign of Scorpio. Yeah, get your Kleenex ready. So with Mercury retrograde, you know, one of the things that I've always kind of loved with it is that, in my opinion / experience, it tends to bring up a lot of repressed memories. Sometimes it can bring in people from your past, which I think most of us know. I don't get a lot of the delays and things not working. Like, that's not really my story. I know that a lot of people hold that assumption, though, and so it can be a lot of other people's stories, but that's not one of my assumptions. So that doesn't tend to be my reality. What does happen a lot of times is people will call me out of the blue. And, you know, sometimes I learn the lesson, and sometimes I learn the lesson the hard way. Ding. So with the retrograde in Scorpio, we got to think like Scorpios are not afraid of the dark. They are not afraid to go down dark and deep. They are the alchemists of the zodiac, okay? They are okay with that. They are comfortable with that, all right? A lot of people aren't. A lot of people are afraid of that stuff. A lot of people are uncomfortable with that kind of stuff. So it's an opportunity for you. Again, you can take it or leave it. If you repress it, it's fine. It'll show up in a different time, space, person, whatever the case may be for you. And it's always up to you. If you want to heal it, let it go. That's up to you. If you don't, that's okay. Like, you're not going to be punished for it. It's just opportunity, you know? Anyway, I think that's all I got. I'm really proud of myself for getting this in under 9.5 minutes. Oh gosh, Milo. Sorry, my neighbors are coming home, or my neighbor came home. My dog's got something to say about it. So the only other thing I wanted to share is that tomorrow I'm planning on pulling us a card from the Gilmore Girls Oracle that I bought today. I'm so excited for this deck. I can't. And I want you to know that you are absolutely the most lovable person in the entire world. Don't ever forget that. Happy new moon.